The NFL announced this week that 4 players, including Steelers linebacker James Harrison, could be suspended if they do not cooperate with the NFL's investigation into PED allegations by next Thursday. Harrison spoke on the situation yesterday.
When it comes down to it, I want to play. But, you know, it's certain rules and things that they need to go through that they didn't need to go through, you know, just to even start an investigation, you know. So, like I said before, I don't have a problem with doing it. Come to my house, bring Roger with you.
What do you think? Should the NFL have to come to him? Is he right?
Listen, I don't think this thing is too complicated, to be honest with you. Listen, from what I'm understanding from James Harrison, it's not like he's opposed to talking to the NFL. So you're the big bad NFL. Why would you want to have guys who are in the middle of training camp to fly all the way to New York to meet with these investigators? You're the NFL. Why can't you go to these guys' respective training camps? If you want to conduct this interview and they're amenable to doing this, then what does it hurt to have the NFL come to the players? I think it's just a big power trip. Oh, you need to come to my office, the principal office, for this interview, rather than saying, you know what? Okay, we'll make a concession. We'll come to you, do the interview, and try to clear this whole thing out.
Stephen A., you want me to go?
So what are you saying? I'm not quite understanding your position, Damien. Are you saying that James Harrison is wrong?
Here's what I'm saying. Why in the world should James Harrison have to go all the way to New York? Why can't the NFL come to him? If you want to do the interview, the man is in the middle of training camp. He's in the middle of training camp. If the NFL wants to do an interview, then what's wrong to come to Steelers training camp?
You know what? You know what? With all due respect, we all need to grow up. The fact of the matter is, Damien, of course, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, except for one thing. They're the boss. He's not.
No, it's a power trip.
That's the reality.
It's a power trip.
Oh, fine.
It's a power trip.
And, wait a minute.
It's ridiculous.
Fine. And?
It's ridiculous.
And?
It's ridiculous.
All right, so it's a power trip. Hold on. All right, let me get my pen. So it's a power trip, 1, right? Power trip. 2, it's ridiculous. What else? What else you got?
What else I got?
What difference does it make?
It makes a huge difference. The man is in the middle of training camp. He's in the middle of training. So you want to interview? You want to interview with the man? You want to interview with these players? You want to interview with these players? You mean to tell me, is it going to hurt the league to have the people who are interviewing go to their respective camps?
I'm going to talk now.
Okay, go ahead and talk.
I'm going to talk when you leave. I'm going to talk now. I'm going to talk when you leave. I'm going to get my point.
I can do the same too.
I'm going to get to my point.
And when y'all want the answer, let me know.
My point to you is this. It's ridiculous. It's all of these words you want to come up with. We agree. And they're the boss. And at the end of the day, what you going to do? You trying to tell me, Damien, in all your years in playing in the NFL, you never found yourself in a position where you had to do something the bosses didn't want you to do? Who the hell doesn't do that? But you got to do it. See, this is the problem. Because we want to sit up here and we want to argue like we have this power. They are going to suspend this man for 3 to 4 games. He is going to lose over $1 million because you don't want to take a trip to New York? Really? Really? That's what you're going to do?
Yes.
What sense does that make?
Yes.
We know they're power tripping. We know that the CBA has granted Roger Goodell with too much power. We know it's too much. And
no, Stephen A. James Harrison and the player union here is not saying that. They're saying, in fact, Goodell does not have this power. The analogy, as I mentioned earlier in the show,
and where did that get him with the difference between
the cops knocking on your door,
the
difference between the cops knocking on your door and saying, we'd like to talk to you. You don't have to talk to them. If they arrest you, you got to go downtown. And James Harrison is saying, according to the CBA, which the players union, I think, correctly says cannot be unilaterally interpreted by the league. According to the CBA, if you want to bring them downtown, you got to have some evidence. So either the league is saying that an Al Jazeera media report constitutes enough evidence, or they're claiming that they don't need the evidence contrary to what the CBA says. And James Harrison saying, no, then any hearsay, any rumor that comes out about me, I got to fly to New York? No.
I need to go back to Damien from this perspective. You played in the league. I did not. I want to know how valuable the money that the players pour in to the Players Association is to you, sir?
How valuable the money is?
Damien, the money that players pay into the coffers of the Players Association. How valuable is that to a player? Because you see what's going to happen, right?
What's that?
James Harrison might fight this. The union's going to support him. As a result, the league is going to suspend him. The union is going to go to court, and more money is going to be spent based on a result that Roger Goodell ultimately is going to have at his disposal, because as unfair as it is, as wrong as it is, because the players did not successfully strip Roger Goodell of some of that power, he's going to have it, and he's going to suspend James Harrison. And your argument, James Harrison, at the end of the day is going to be, I don't want to take an hour flight to New York to sit in Roger Goodell's office for the day. I want to stay here and train, so that's why I'm going to cost myself millions of dollars. Really?
Hold on, wait.
Come
Wait, but
on.
Stephen A., they did successfully negotiate that out. That's what's at issue. And furthermore, what's at issue, and the reason they will fight this, is that the courts upheld Goodell's more sweeping power in Deflategate. But again, in Deflategate, they gathered evidence and then could say, okay, we have some evidence, you now have to talk to us. In this case, they're saying we don't even need to gather evidence, you just have to talk to us. And the players union is saying, no, and we're not going to let you use that court upholding as a precedent.
I have Molly as a witness. My former partner here used to sit up there and make those same kind of arguments about Tom Brady with Deflategate. And I used to sit up here. How many months did I sit there, Molly, and go like this? You'll see.
Yep.
Why?
They gathered evidence.
Because at the end of the day,
difference.
the CB, hold on. At the end of the day, the CB, no. It was interpreted, the evidence was flimsy. It was a bunch of holes in Ted Wells' report. But in the end, what it came down to is even when the court said Roger Goodell shouldn't have this power, it's egregious. Here they alluded to it being an abuse of power. At the end of the day, the CBA is the Bible. And if you would leave wiggle room for it to be interpreted by the commissioner, he is going to be in a position to exploit it. That's
Therefore,
the point.
you got to fight him on everything. That's why you got to fight it.
I respect your perspectives there, especially the player perspective, but I'm with Stephen A. The school of thought, you do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do. Just take the flight.
According to Stephen A., we just lay down about, the players should just lay down about everything. Is that what it is? Are you in the league's pockets? Are you in the league's pockets?
Damon. No, hold on. What?
Are you in the league's pockets?
No.
Oh, you did it
Disney
now.
pays him. We got to go to break.
Hold it. Oh, hell. No, we don't. We ain't going no damn break. Hold on. Let me tell you something right now. I have been a journalist for 23 years. I'm an equal opportunity offender. I tick off every damn body. Don't ever ask me that question again. That's number one. Number two, and more importantly, I call it like I see it, and I'll be damned if I'm going to change. This is First Take. This is what you're going to get, and I don't give a damn what anybody says. Point number three, at the end of the day, I'm talking reality. You getting emotional in terms of talking about what's right and wrong. I'm talking reality. James Harrison is going to get suspended because he didn't want to take a flight from Pittsburgh to New York. Damian Woody ate in the league's pocket. Did you add some money to James Harrison's pocket? You gonna give him $1 million when he gets suspended? You gonna give it to him?
Well, listen.
He's
hold on.
willing to
Wait,
take
hold
that
on.
risk.
Well, listen. This is a debate show. I'm supposed to bring up counterpoints, right? So, I mean, you argue your point.
Yeah,
I'm arguing my point from the player's perspective.
Yeah, but you're saying because I disagree with you.
No,
that
that's
I'm in
not.
the
No.
league's pocket.
I don't mind
That's
you.
not an argument.
I don't mind you disagreeing. I don't mind you disagreeing. But the
Okay,
point, but the,
so long
but
as
it's,
we
but,
cool.
but, but the
So
tone
long
that,
as we cool
but,
with
the,
it.
but the tone that I'm hearing is like the players should just lay down because the CBA is what
No.
it is. That the players should just the players can't win.
The point that I'm making, exactly, the point that I'm making is fight the fights you can win. Don't cost the Players Association, the players, the money for something like this. Because you know where it's going to end up. It's another excuse for DeMaurice Smith and the Players Association to go to court. They're right most of the time. But the point is, it's not about right and wrong. It's what you can win. And if you cost the players money, that's a problem. And why? Because you don't want to take a flight to New York.
Well, I mean, listen,
Get your behind on the damn
but this is
plane,
crazy.
sit in
But
the man's
so you
office,
win it.
talk to him and go home.
So when you willing to suspend somebody over a rumor, Now you want to talk about crazy?
No.
How crazy is that? You want to suspend somebody over a rumor?
No. I don't want.
But that's what you're saying. You're saying the league is all
I'm
power.
not.
But that
no. I'm saying
the
the
players
league is
has the
going
players
to
tested
suspend
positive?
him.
No,
I didn't.
but the point is, according to the CBA,
I don't want the man suspended.
right. But
I don't want him
you're
suspended.
saying
I'm
that they
saying
will
that's
suspend,
what Roger Goodell is going to do.
And the players here, I believe, I'm not an attorney, none of us are, but based on reading the CBA, I believe the Players Union has a strong case here if he does suspend them, and that's why they're going to fight it.
We got to go to break, guys. More with the
I'm looking
equal
for y'all.
opportunist offender over there, Mad
Looking
Max,
for y'all.
Damian
James
Woody.
Harrison,
Appreciate
go pay.
you.
I want to
When
pay
we
him.
come back, one member of Team USA says
You
that
pay him,
winning
Damian.
gold is above winning an NBA championship. We'll tell you who that is after the break. Oh, first take hot on a Wednesday.